Hey Libra, it's your girl JV. Hi Priestess. Here at it again with your general tarot reading for Cancer season 2020 for Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And I have something that came in that I'm not really excited to share. So sit down, take a deep breath, and understand that in some realm of your life, in some certain sector, be it home life, love life, career, your luck, you've really had it made. Some of you, especially Libra Sun, Libra Rising, like you've been, especially like the last, I'm just gonna say this, you've really been taken care of. You have been catered to. You have like someone like people cooking for you, giving for you, tending to you, taking care of you. And if it hasn't already happened, something comes up this season that makes you realize how fucking ungrateful you've been. Almost kind of like gross ungrateful, almost like mean ungrateful, almost just really unaware. Really, and that's a lot of this fucking Chiron and Aries right across from you. Mars just now went into Aries. This is really going to affect Libra Rising especially. Like, there is a certain level of self-awareness that just may kick you in the balls. On that note, yeah. And it may be a realization of self, or somebody calls you the fuck out. And looks like Venus, your ruling planet, went direct about 4 days ago or so. And for the rest of your season, the rest of Cancer season really hangs out in Gemini still. So there is this, and as I say Gemini, there is this, I want to say like fertility, like lush, like new love, this new wave of like this realization of newness, this feeling of newness, a new take on old love, new beginnings, new relationships. There may be a Gemini or a Virgo or someone with heavy Gemini or Virgo placements. You may have heavy Gemini or Virgo placements, and you have been in a really weird place, and you are able to communicate what's going on in a different way at this point. The Lovers. Really experiencing a different kind of, a new level of effective communication. Libra, this is also like divine intervention, really like seeing a new way, a new opportunity, seeing the connection, the divinity in your relationship, in your foundations, feeling spirit, feeling rejuvenated, feeling seen by spirit, feeling heard. Also, it's funny that Gemini, before I started this, I was feeling a tightness in my chest and in my lungs, and I was like, just, okay, Libra, feeling into it, and I got invited to do some throat openers for like a quick little 10-minute like yoga session, and I did throat opening positions. So definitely take a look into that. That really helped. And it's funny because Gemini is the lungs, and there may be just a tightness in the lungs. There may be something going on with the lungs, a cough. Please don't get the Rona, and if you do, it's not going to like be the end of the world or the end of your life per se. It's really about so just be sure to take care of yourself. Chill out on smoking so much, chill out on maybe being around people. If you're like hanging out with, people who are heavy smokers, maybe easing up on that. Just consuming plants and minerals and supplements that promote positive lung health and respiratory health. Consuming, where did that? No, it didn't come out. Spearmint. Drinking like peppermint, spearmint teas, minty teas, things of that nature. Honestly, once this Venus, as usual, came in, fucked shit up, and like left, I was like, what? Like, I'm chilling. Nothing to see here. We good. Newness. Beginning again, starting new. The cards have been so picky about what they want to say, what they want to reveal, just like it's been really interesting. And it seems like also with the Lovers, the first card being out, there is like there's a choice. And that's coming up for a lot of reasons. For a lot of the readings, that it's just like everyone is feeling pressure to make some kind of a choice. But Venus in Gemini and Mercury in Cancer right now, like there are things that need to be communicated, choices that need to be made. And I do feel like you get the divine support or the clear communication or the effective communication that you need in order to make the hard decisions and do the work and get it done. For the Lovers, the Ten of Wands. There is an end of a struggle, I feel like, an end of a cycle. There is also a possible, like, you working too hard, a possible burnout. See if there's a lot of work on your plate. See if you have any ability to do some kind of delegation or asking for help. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Some of you may be experiencing a move or packing for a move or a move in office. But either way, there's something new that you're having to put a lot of work into. For some of you, it's a relationship. For some of you, it's a new relationship or trying to start anew or beginning again, trying to get that newness back, that freshness back, choosing a second chance, a new choice. Death and the Two of Wands. Putting a lot of work into a transformation, putting a lot of work into a choice, putting a lot of work into figuring out why you're doing what you're doing, putting a lot of work into a rebirth, into moving forward, into forward motion, into not experiencing fear, not fearing the changes that are coming. You choosing to make the change, going head to head with the change versus being like cornered into one or backed into one. And Venus not too far away from the North Node, which is also in Gemini. And I feel like for some of you, you are really, if you're partnered, this person has a very, very deep life lesson for you. Ace of Wands. Woo. A new opportunity coming in. New physical energy to make the changes, to make the rebirth, to step into the hard work. The universe really meeting your and matching your effort. It's like when you put in the hard work and you do right, and Mars coming in to Aries in your house of relationships, especially for Libra rising child, Jesus. There is a rejuvenation of energy, of sexual energy, new opportunities for relationships, new opportunities for actual sex, you know, for physicality, for intimacy, for a new beginning, a new power being given to you. This is an influx of spirit, an influx of passion. And it's really important that you choose what you want to do with all this, extra magical energy that you have, all of this opportunity. You really need to face your fears. Some of you are really literally afraid of the dark, and it's time to step into your power. It's time to grow up. Time to really use this. The Ace of Wands to the Queen of Wands, it's like Mars and Aries, baby, is about to shake some shit up. You done found the gumption. You done got the gumption all of a sudden. Not that you didn't have it before, not that but it's just like you being given the magic wand to manifest whatever it is that you see in your future. To you being handed the magic wand to create the future that you want for yourself, your particular brand of happiness. You establishing a new foundation. That's what, actually, I'm going to let that be the last card. You letting that be, you looking towards rebuilding your foundation. You looking towards the future, not in the past, not clinging to what was. You choosing step by step to look into the dark, look into the unknown, look into the ugly, not giving a fuck about the aesthetic anymore, not giving a fuck about how you want it to look or how you want it to feel, really looking at what's really there for the truth of what it really is. And when you do that, you get the speed that you want. The pace picks up. And speaking of speed, all right, let's go ahead. Let's get into it. All right, my little Libra breezes. First card out was the Lovers, and some of you may be feeling in love. Maybe there's a Gemini or an air sign around, or since Venus went direct in Gemini about 4 days ago, there just may be a realization of some new love, a new affection. This is that, maybe you realized you were being ungrateful in a situation, and are stepping into your power, stepping in to do the new work. And some of you have, there may have been a choice or a sacrifice that is needed to progress. And understand that your choices are really important right now. Some of you have a love life that's heating up for sure. But it's important to figure out where you stand before you go falling for anybody, please. There also could be possible temptation or struggling with your values, struggling with your commitment, struggling what you agree to, because some part of your life may need to be sacrificed in order to make way for new love, make way for new opportunities, make way for new communication, healthier levels of communication. But just understand that, like, whatever choice you make, it has like long lasting ramifications. And there just may be a decision about like existing relationships or temptations or like a choice that you need to make about a partner or something like that. But actually, let's clarify. Please clarify the Lovers. But the Lovers, keep in mind, isn't limited to just romantic love. There could be, it's connection, new feelings, new friends, new communication that may be requiring it may feel like it requires a lot of work. Maybe that feeling ends soon, or there's a lot of work being put into the rebuilding or the rebirth or recreation of yourself or of your situation, of a love situation, of a work situation. But it's important to try new things, get out there, switch shit up, especially when it comes to work and whatever it is that's taking up the most of your time right now. It's important to try a new approach. And for the cross watchers, watching for they're dating somebody that has heavy Libra placements, like, don't burden this person. Don't put a fuck ton of judgment or work or nagging or like pressure on this person, because Libra's already feeling a lot of pressure, and when the pressure gets to be too much, they may like switch shit up on you and just walk away or put it into it that they don't really want to. But don't push people into a decision, and also don't make a decision out of anger or out of fear. Be careful about making decisions out of anger and out of fear. Yes, and take it slow. Get some rest. With this, if they're in a new relationship, or if you are coupled or partnered in any way, you need to rest, slow down, really think about this. Is this a person that you want to be with? Is this what you want to do? Is this what you want to commit to? But either way, it's not a matter of something that you need to ruminate in your mind about. It's something that you need to access spirit about. Put your weapons down. Lay your defenses down. Pray. Reach out to spirit. Lay down. Relax. Get some sleep. Also, if you've been traveling with a lover, then, it's, if the opportunity for travel comes up, take it, but make sure it's relaxing. Try not to work. Is there any other messages for the Lovers card? I'm saying, like, try not to, like, make all of your trips you're traveling just about work. Make sure that you're also getting some real time to introspect. All right, nothing. So please clarify the Death card. What needs to be released? Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising for Cancer season 2020. What needs to be released? I can tell you one thing, doubt needs to be released. And with bottom of the deck being the Eight of Wands, there is a shift in speed, a shift in pace. I'm telling you, Mars enters Aries and the pace picks up. Things heat up. Things are getting real. Things start moving. Things start transmuting. Things start evolving. There also may be a Taurus or Scorpio that you have a decision to make about, or that helps you see how good you have it. Someone with heavy Taurus or Scorpio placements may really help you get some insight. Please clarify the death card. Really real. Like, what really let it go? Like, what needs to end? There are things that are dead. 10, this 13, but this X2, like the 10 in there. There is, like, there are endings in spirit, endings in romance, endings in connections, ending in logic, endings in thought processes. Endings in the spirit. Also endings in the aesthetic. Endings in regards to an Aquarius or Capricorn. Someone with heavy Aquarius, Capricorn placements. There are new beginnings in regards to traveling. And y'all, like, when I say traveling, it's just like, you can, I'm not going to even get on that. Use your own discretion. And this is just like the end of a cycle, the end of a cycle, the end of a cycle. It's just like the cycles that you don't want to end, you need to, like, really, like, let it go, boo. Even if this person is being, like, the better version of themselves. There are things that need to be let go, old thought processes, old beliefs that need to be let go if you're going to embrace this, or if you're going to try again, or if you're going to begin anew. There are things to put down so that you can grab this magic fucking wand with both hands and get busy living your best life and rebuilding your foundation. Please clarify the Three of Pentacles. This is the last card I'm going to clarify just because, and I'm choosing to do that one because what are the things we need to be open to receiving into our foundation for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising? Also, don't be afraid to talk to a therapist. Don't be afraid to talk to a specialist or talk to a professional about whatever problem it may be. Just make sure that you're not going to a plumber for your car troubles. You already know what I mean. You hear me. You hear me. And this, whatever you're vacillating about, going back and forth about, whatever, maybe somebody with, like, I'm telling you, there's somebody with heavy Gemini placements or Cancer placements. In this season for you, there is a really putting your weapons down. Just like over here, putting your weapons down. Taking the blindfold off. Letting the levee break. Let these emotions out so that you can rebuild the foundation that you want at your pace with who you want, and you can do it the right way. Bottom of the deck. Whew. Maybe a Libra or a Taurus around that. Yes, you can have stability in a happy home, weddings, celebrations, all kinds of things. You can have that. You don't have to be stuck. But Neptune is showing you some shit, and there may be some realizations or truths or communications in regards to an earth sign, a fight or an argument or a proclamation of getting off the fence so that you can establish a new relationship. Yes, and begin again. All right. You got this. The newness awaits.
Just make sure you do it right and really educate yourself before you go leaping. All right. Mwah.